14 WILI and 95.3 FM presents Hometown Threads, a closer look at our community and the people that make it go. Every week, you'll hear uplifting stories from our local businesses and our neighbors. Now, here's our host for Hometown Threads, Keith C. Rice.
Welcome into episode 96 of Hometown Threads on 14 WILI and 95.3 FM and Willimantic Today Facebook, Spectrum 192. WILI Radio YouTube channel. If you're a big YouTuber, like I'm sure all of us are in the room, who doesn't go to YouTube? Oh, I don't know how to fix something on the track. I'll go to YouTube. Anyway, WILI Radio. Please crush the subscribe button if you wouldn't mind. Keith C. Rice Facebook page, and you'll be able to. That's where you can watch the show. There's only one place to hear the show, and that is every Tuesday from 5:05 to 5:30 on 14 WILI and 95.3 FM. And of course, couldn't do without our fine sponsor, Liberty Bank. Be community kind with 3 great local locations, of course, across the street from the radio station at 679 Main Street, Willimantic. West Main Street, Willimantic, managed by my lovely wife, Marianne. That's in Gateway Commons. And Liberty Bank up the street in Mansfield on Route 195. Liberty Bank, be community kind. J-Matt Rupar, if you'd be so kind, say hello to the fine folks.
Hello.
And there's also, as I mentioned, you could view it on many platforms, Hometown Threads. You could also go to WILI.com and check out not only Hometown Threads, but all our wonderful talk programming at WILI.com. There you'll find the Hometown Threads podcast as well. We have a sponsor for the podcast. Big shout out to Mark Tripoli and Tripoli Pro Clean Services. So, without further delay, I smell food in the studio. Let's welcome in the Stearns boys. It's great to have Jacob and Jackson Stearns. Get right up there to the mic.
Sir.
Nice to be here with you.
Yeah, thanks for having us, Keith.
More Stearns. This family is, you guys got to be the biggest family. Now, I know that, there's so many Haddads in this area. Stearns is right up there, if not, if you guys must have exceeded the Haddads by now. Does anybody know? I don't mean to put you on the spot, because we just had Kyle in from D. Kyle Stearns Contracting, Stores, Connecticut. He's our sponsor now for Sunday Morning Polka Time. Shout out to Kyle. And by the way, not to, where does Kyle fall into? Is he like a second uncle for you guys?
Yeah, essentially, him, my father, first cousin, so I think we're technically second or third cousin.
You can't even keep track.
Something like that.
There's probably 200 people that have the last name Stearns that live within a 7-mile radius of the farm that I've never met.
Yeah.
So back to the original question, off the top of your head, how many family members, not just in the, in the area, that have the last name Stearns that you, if you were to guess, roughly? Or just say in the area, just in general.
So, my father's parents, there's at least between direct family lineage of my grandparents and Stearns is probably at least 45, so there's got to be close to 200 of us.
Has anybody in your family done the ancestry thing, or? That doesn't do the lineage there, right?
Yeah, someone's got it.
Yeah.
The problem is the only time we really see each other is when people either get married or die, unfortunately.
Yeah. So what a huge family! What a wonderful family too. Of course, the Mountain Dairy connection.
Yes, sir.
And we'll get into what you guys are now. Well, you're business owners.
Yes, sir.
Congratulations. 20 years old and 26?
Yes,
26.
This is wonderful. And let's just get right to it. But, of course, when people think the Stearns family, they think Mountain Dairy, correct?
Yep.
Am I missing another business besides the one we're going to get into with you guys?
Stearns Farm Stand. My mother's ran for the last 10 years.
Your mom is Renee, right?
Yep.
We grew up with Renee. Hello, Renee. Your dad's Jason. Hello, Jay.
Where my dad's helped out, doing the running around stuff, but she was in there day in, day out, blood, sweat, and tears in the place, so that place wouldn't be there without her.
Well, your mom, right?
Yep.
So she is still doing Stearns Farm Stand?
Yeah, right now she's actually helping out up there in Lebanon at Jack's with us.
Oh, she is. Good.
Just because Stearns Farm Stand is closing in the wintertime.
Oh, right.
It's more of a season. It's more of a destination than a past, where Jack's is located, where there's thousands of people driving by a day.
All right, so let's get right into it. It's exciting news. Jack's Market on the Green, right?
Yes, sir.
Now, I know you probably hear this all the time. I was born and raised in Lebanon, but I feel like I spent most of my life growing up in the Wyndham school system here. And where'd you guys go to school, by the way?
I went to Mansfield Middle School and then EO, but other than that down in Florida. So
That's right. We'll
Yeah.
get into that.
Yeah.
And same
I
thing.
spent the first 2 years at a school called Tampa Catholic, and then I spent my junior and senior year at U.S. Smith.
You enjoying these frigid February temperatures?
I love it.
Florida boy? Actually, these guys are New England boy. Boston sports fan. All right, so, yeah, I grew up in Lebanon knowing that place as the Lebanon Green Store. And you probably have heard so many people say, oh, this used to be the Lebanon Green Store. In fact, I'm sure people are probably still calling it that, right?
Yep, no, most definitely. They call on the phone, they're like, is this the green store?
No, it's Jack's. So, all right, well, let's get into it. When did you guys tell us how it all happened? Because I get me up to speed on how it went from the Lebanon Green Store to Jack's. Was it closed for a while, or take us through that? Like, how many years ago? When did it all happen?
So, my father's cousin Pete and his wife Morgan ran the store for the last 4 or 5 years. And then they had a couple young children, and then my cousin and her fiance ran the store for, I want to say, 4 or 5 months, and then lack of help and other life scenarios came up.
How many years ago was this?
This was
Not
most
long ago.
recently to like June they closed, and then we've been kind of trying to work out a deal with them for the whole building.
Don't be shy.
For
You're right
like,
up on the mic.
like over the summer, and then it kind of all like we stopped thinking about it, and then it all came to fruition like really quickly. Like we're still trying to figure it out.
But this is it's a big deal for you guys. Being
Yes.
26 and 20 and running a business. Before we continue to talk about Jack's Market on the Green and what goes on inside, if it's, how similar it is to the old Green Store, whatever, tell us how your parents or your father, whoever, approach you and say, hey, we'd like you to run this. Tell us how long ago that was and how they... Jackson, you want to tell us about this?
It was probably during the summertime. I was doing landscaping at the time still. He brought up the idea of buying the whole building in total with me. And so we kind of talked about it, jokingly. And then we kind of got more into it. Like 2 weeks later, he came back to me, said it again. And then so we got into it. And then he finally made the deal happen.
Wow.
So we got the deal happen December 2nd. And opened up for business December 4th, 2 days after.
Are you serious?
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
we were actually sanding and priming upstairs the apartments. There's like a 3-bedroom. and a
Really?
one-bedroom
I never knew it
apartment.
was upstairs there.
And
Used to have a basketball court on the 3rd floor.
What?
Too.
Get out of here.
yeah, full court basketball.
Up in that little... There was like a
Yeah.
basketball court
Full
there?
court. They used to have
It used to be like the
basketball
Grange
up there.
Hall at one point.
Oh my God!
But,
I'll be swinging up there. And when I first drive in, I'm going to stare up there. Got a basketball court.
And that has like all the ventilation and
No,
stuff like
apartments
that.
and
Why'd you keep the basketball court?
I know that's what.
Let's put it back up there.
Midnight
Exactly.
Madness.
I know. So anyway, sounds like this. This happened really fast. Did you
Yes,
look at your
sir.
brother? Go, okay, this is happening.
I mean, the best time to get it started is though you only learn by experience. You got to get it
Right into
started.
the fire.
Exactly. So we started it. It was stressful at first, like getting the help and the business part, like making the food and everything. But we got it under control, and now it's just smooth sailing and only getting better and only improvement from
Your
here.
family has so many businesses, so I'm sure you have not just your mom and dad to guide you. I'm sure you can get advice from a lot of your your relatives as
Exactly.
well.
Most definitely.
So go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, it all happened really fast. Kind of just taking it day by day. We've got a good group of people around us. We're there constantly. Go home and you don't really sleep because you're thinking about it. Like, oh, what can we do for a special tomorrow? And then let's give it a funny name. So
If you ever need a funny name, lean on me. I love coming up with names. Yeah. So that's great. Yeah, I've had other business owners in here. Of all likes that you wake up thinking about it, you go to bed thinking about it, you're probably dreaming about it, and now that you've been doing it for it's been a couple months now.
Yep.
Jacob and Jackson Stearns here from Jack's Market on the Green. You say you have a lot of help, but you pretty much take us through an average day for one or both of you. You have to come up with a different special every day for a sandwich. Or
yeah,
what?
every day we have like
wow, that's
we
homework.
change soups. We usually have like 8. We sell through like 8 gallons of soup a day.
Oh, those soups have always been good up there.
Yeah. So the people in Lebanon really enjoy their soup.
So that's the most popular thing right now on the menu?
A little
Out
bit.
there.
They're just
Gotta
so
be out
excited to have us back in town. And, like, the town and the community itself has been like nothing but like marvelous.
So it's been a nonstop buzz there, huh?
Yeah, which is great. Neither of us have, or anyone in my family, intermediate family has any restaurant experience. So it's kind of
Really?
yeah.
Yeah.
So we kind of just took it on the chin and like learning as we go. We have a couple guys that have and
Because you got to have some, well, not, you know, you got to have some cooks back there, right?
yeah.
Some
So
makes
our
it-
other brother Jared is like our head chef.
Jackson, Jacob, and Jared.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
Yeah, I see a little, and then Jason.
And then we got a couple of other. I want to say we have like 8 people on payroll. There's a lot.
like that.
Our Aunt Deb opens up every day at 5 a.m. So we're at 6 a.m. rather. She's
Shout
there
out
at
to
5.
Aunt Deb. She's there before
But she's
anyone.
there at 5 a.m.
Yeah.
5 a.m.
But
So
I
you
think
guys
that's
open or
6.
No, at 6.
6 you open?
Yeah, so
okay.
she like gets the coffee
Preps.
going, preps.
Gotta get the coffee going.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
So take us through. All right, what's you have? Is it breakfast, lunch, and maybe dinner, or is it just breakfast and lunch? What are the hours?
Right now we're open 6 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday through Saturday, 7 to 5 on Sunday. As the sun starts setting later, we'll be releasing ice cream. So we'll do ice cream and milkshakes and whatnot. And we plan on staying open till like at least 8 o'clock every day.
Oh, nice.
There's a lot of work to be done there.
Yeah.
So what exactly do both of you? I know you run the place,
Yeah.
but just running around doing all kinds of different things, or what?
I'm kind of everywhere. I could go on the grill. I can make the cold sandwiches. I could prep. I'm up in the front.
Wow.
I do it all. Like I could go run around, do stuff for anything.
At
So
20 years old, that's very impressive.
Thank you. And he's more of the manager. He controls like the actual workers. He's up front with the customers, engaging in that type of thing. He's ordering. So
Is there? Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Years ago, they used to sell liquor there. They still liquor. Still sell
So
liquor?
the beer license expired, I want to say 3 owners ago now. That's something we're working on. Government red tape right now. Not an overnight thing, but we hope to sell beer relatively soon. Hopefully by like spring, summertime.
Jacob, does your father allow him, Jackson, to wear the Yankee hat to work?
I wear it pretty much every day there.
Jason!
He's
You're gonna
getting
get text messages.
he's getting
Come on,
he's
you
getting
can't-
older. And
Oh my
getting-
God! Anyway, no. I'm looking forward to getting up there. Jack's Market on the Green. We're here with Jacob and Jackson Stearns, and of course Jared's. What's Jared? Jared's up there right now doing what? Probably the other brother.
He's chefing right now.
He's chefing.
Yeah.
So you're 26. You're 20. How old is Jared?
24.
Oh my God! Wow. How about that? The 3 J's.
Yeah.
It's almost like the Celtics. You know?
Yeah.
Jalen and Jason, the Jays. So, all right. So, how about this? Jack's Market on the Green. That's the name of it, right?
Yes, sir.
Tell us how that name came about.
What was it? Yeah.
So during, I want to believe the 80s, there was a gentleman I don't want to pronounce his name wrong. I wasn't alive at the time, but like Jack Pelto, I believe. And the store, I guess, was booming in the 80s, before my time.
Oh, yeah,
But,
it was. I remember as a kid. I was young, but it was booming. You know?
So we have a Jackson, so it kind of we wanted to give back to the community of kind of like,
The old
community is
feel.
very nostalgic, and where it's a slow moving town, but no one has time for anything, if that makes
It's
sense.
a great location.
It is. So we wanted to kind of honor him and something we did, and then kind of give it a new like flair to it, and kind of enhance what was previously there. Not that everyone there has been great. The community talks very highly of all past owners. Just kind of want to be something a little bit different than like your typical like convenience store.
So you say pretty much, you do your little grocery shopping there as well?
Yeah,
right?
we have some like local bake. We bake everything in house, or we get it from a bakery called Strano. Shout out Strano's Bakery in Manchester.
A lot of local stuff, right?
Yes,
Yeah, and then we get a lot of Amish stuff from Lancaster, Pennsylvania.
That was my old stomping grounds. I was just down there a couple weeks ago.
Yeah,
Lancaster.
nice.
Lancaster, yeah, that's Amish country. So you get stuff. What
From
kind of Amish stuff?
like jar foods, pot pies, some baked stuff comes
Ooh,
from there. They
gotta
make
tell
like
my wife
these
actually love
giant
that.
like chocolate eclairs. People love them. I'm actually just started working out, so I only eat eggs at the moment. but-
How much are eggs going for? That's the big topic these days. Eggs. How much are eggs going at Jack's Market on the Green?
Tell the price.
Yeah,
Or you have to bring that up now. Eggs are a touchy
we have
subject.
like local eggs that we get, and I believe we're around $7 a dozen. And then we have ones coming from like big industrial like chicken farms that are also local, but they're not considered local eggs.
I think the egg things are blown out of proportion, if you ask me a little.
Yeah.
Like, okay, we got it, oh, they're expensive. Things will work out.
Yeah, they always come back to somewhere in here. You know what I mean? Peaks and
Exactly.
valleys.
Yeah, peaks and valleys. Right. All right. So Jacob at Jackson Stearns from Jack's Market on the Green with us here, episode 96 of Hometown Threads on WILI and Willimantic Today Facebook, brought to you by Liberty Bank, Be Community Kind. All right, let's backtrack a little here now. You were both born in Florida, correct?
No, born
Wyndham
I'm
Hospital.
sorry.
Wyndham Hospital. We moved down there when I was 8, so
He was
I was
born
like
in Florida.
3, 2.
No.
No, I was born in
You're
Wyndham
still
Hospital.
born here. Okay,
Yeah.
both born in Wyndham Hospital.
Moved down there when I was like 3, exactly.
Okay.
Because I was 8.
So take us through, okay, what's going on in Florida? Because I know I text with your dad every now and then. He's back and forth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what were you guys were doing stuff down in the Tampa, Orlando area?
Yeah, Tampa area. We lived in Lando Lakes, which is about 30 minutes north of Tampa.
Did you guys sell Lando Lakes at Jack's Bar? I'm kidding.
And pretty much we were kids, so like it was school, and then we were always on the move playing sports. I played football and baseball. He played baseball and basketball. Jared strictly baseball. So like between the three of us,
Thank God you didn't turn into a Buccaneers fan.
yeah. So that's funny. So like most nights we wouldn't even get home. All of us wouldn't be home to sit down to eat dinner till like 9:30 at night.
Wow.
Down there.
What was your dad doing down there again?
He had a couple different businesses, like a janitorial business, and then originally when we first moved down there, he was working for landscaping, but they got fire ants down there, so that didn't really work out too well for him. He put like his face in like a thing of brush and got like,
Oh my God.
yeah, well, not good. And then he worked at third shift at Target for a while, just so he could drop us off and pick us up for school, and then bring us to all of our sports habits.
Okay, so it
Yeah.
sounds like it was just like a change of scenery for a while.
Yeah.
Until then you guys...
We lived in Chaplin. We went to Chaplin Elementary. Oh, I went to Chaplin Elementary. He never did. I want to say, yeah, I started 3rd grade down there. And I loved being in Chaplin. I don't think they necessarily wanted to send us to Parish Hill. I think they wanted us, I mean, our family's been in Mansfield for
right.
like ever. So I think they kind of wanted to just get us out and see the world, if that makes sense.
That's great. Yeah, I was same thing when I did radio. I moved around a lot, and then I think you know where your heart is always back in your community, and it's nothing like Eastern Connecticut. Although it's could warm up, waiting for it to warm up any day now. But so Jackson, you were really young down there. Do you what do you take from your Florida experience? I mean, I know it was like from like age 3 to 8, right?
I mean, yeah, it was like 3 to 11.
Oh,
something
3 to
like
11,
that.
yeah.
It was, I don't know, just working hard. You gotta work for what you like want. You can't just like sit there and just
I'm sure
My dad was always working. He wasn't really like he was home, but he wasn't just like sitting at home doing nothing. He was always doing something,
And I'm sure you learned a lot from both your mother and your father how to run the business, and you continue to do. And they must have been, it sounds like they're great role models.
Yeah.
And so Stearns Farm Stand, is that what you said? That's where your mom, Renee, she runs that. When will that reopen for the season?
I don't think she has a given date yet. Just springtime.
Springtime, right.
Springtime-ish. That's
Kinda
how
flexible.
she rolls.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
It's
And then,
like her when she comes into work. She's supposed to be there for 10, but it's more like 10ish.
oh, she's got to swing by. She's got to make sure everything's all right at Jack's first, right?
Yeah.
So, what your dad is doing? I know he goes back and forth still. What's he mainly doing up here now?
Real estate.
Yeah.
I want to say he owns about 8
I
to
couldn't
10
even tell you the
multifamilies in Willimantic, and then a couple in the Cape, and then
Does he?
One in Deep River.
one in Deep River, and then like 2 in Mansfield and 1 in Ashford. And then now he owns the building in Lebanon. Jack and I run this store. That's primarily what he's focused on. Besides that, he likes to come into the store and help out as well.
Does he?
Yeah, some
You're
days.
kind of smiling. What do you mean?
He's
What
there
is he?
right now.
Is he there right now?
Yes, sir.
What? Your mom obviously is involved. Your Aunt Deb. What does your dad Jason do when he comes in and helps?
A little bit.
He helps.
A little bit of
That's why I
everything.
said that. He's gonna kill me.
Sometimes you just kind of want to be like, dude, just go home. We got it under control.
Oh, Dad, just go home.
Other times it's like, oh, thank God he's here, because like you could always use another set of capable hands.
So, was he just? Come on, how does he help? He must do.
He does a little bit of everything.
Yeah,
Sandwich making. He'll take
sandwich making.
Yeah, he'll take some orders and then ask you like 3 minutes later, do you want to like, well, what type of cheese would you like? Like, you write it on the ticket, dude.
All right, so let's see. There's 4 J's counting your dad.
We're all JAS.
You know, how about this? How about? I'm assuming you must have already come up with a name. The sandwiches are his name, right? You have to name a different sandwich every day.
Yeah, we have some specialty sandwiches on our menu.
How about the 4 J's
The 4 J's.
for a
That's great.
sandwich?
We'll have to make a Keith C. Rice one.
Oh yes, can I make the menu? Oh, I would love to make the menu. The Keith C. Rice, but the 4 J's, I like that.
Yeah.
The 4 J's.
Now I just got to figure out what to put on it.
That's right. All right. Well, you guys can handle that part. But seriously, and I want your dad. Anytime we reach out and say, Keith, I need a name for tomorrow for a certain sandwich or whatever, I love doing that.
Awesome.
I love people giving people nicknames, and right, Matt. How many people have I nicknamed in this place?
A lot.
Oh boy! All right. So, what more can you tell us? What do you think needs to be said about Jack's Market on the green, right in the center of Lebanon? You couldn't ask for. I used to love to run the green back when I was running. Now I'm more of a walker. But the green is. I'm sure you get a lot of people coming off the green. Mm-hmm. People just driving through the center of Lebanon. You got that farmers market still happens. You're at an awesome location. Tell us more. Anything about Jack's Market on the green that you think we've left out or whatever that you want to.
You want me to take it?
Yeah, you got it.
So the community's constantly doing
Amazing.
stuff in the community between the churches and like the green itself. I want to say the first week we were open, they had I forget what they call it. I believe it was like Holiday Fest, where the town got together on the green and has a big bonfire every year. We stayed open to 8 o'clock. It was awesome to see like multiple generations of families come in and have some hot cocoa and like a steak and cheese grinder. It's a meeting place where we strive to provide quality food and service every time you come in. But people who haven't seen each other in years will like, oh my gosh, what's new with you? And sit there and talk for 25 minutes. We have a couple gentlemen that come in frequently that literally just buy coffee and sit there for hours. Got a little TV so they can watch their news.
Oh, you have the TV still?
Yeah.
So you can sit down and enjoy
Yeah.
coffee and watch.
We have 4 or 5 tables and 14 to 16 chairs. So it's actually very common for people to come in and sit.
Or you can sit down and play with your phone, right?
Yeah. The more people coming in and talking about Jack's, the better. The community wants us there as much as we want to be there, if that makes sense. It's a lot of feedback we were getting was just be here, just like stay open. Like we need you here. There's not like we don't want to go to Willimantic, Colchester, or Norwich to get your basic necessities. Or get something quick to eat.
You want to be your one-stop stop.
Yeah, pretty much.
People ever say that anymore?
Yeah.
So that's great. I mean, I'm so excited for both of you.
Thank you.
Appreciate
Thank
it.
you.
And it's great to have you on. Before we wrap, we're just getting ready to wrap things up with Jacob and Jackson Stearns from the Stearns family and Jack's Market on the green. Everyone's talking about a huge buzz up in the center of Lebanon, and we're going to continue to get the name out there and stuff. Both of you, we'll start with Jackson first. Any shout-outs or anyone you want to show love to that have helped both of you on this journey? We'll go with Jackson first.
I'll just say my mom, dad, and my girlfriend recently just being there for me, supporting me on this journey, and yeah.
Very nice. Jacob? Turning red. Don't want to make you nervous.
Shout out to everyone that's
And the community
helped
of
us
Lebanon.
out, the community of Lebanon, you guys here at the radio station. Everyone's been very supportive.
Oh, that's great. This is such great news. When I found out that I haven't talked to Jay. Well, Jason and I are reconnected now, but it's just so good to see the Stearns family. You guys are just in all facets just kicking butt. Mentioned we had Kyle in here in December, so congratulations to Jacob, Jackson, Jared, Jason, and Renee, the Stearns family. Jack's Market on the Green, Center of Lebanon. Is it good to say the Center of Lebanon, or do you have an exact address? What do you
Yeah,
guys
199 West Town Street.
Of course, West Town Street.
Yes, sir.
All right, so thank you to the Stearns boys. Jack's Market on the Green, check it out. And that'll do it for episode 96 of Hometown Threads. Thank you again, guys.
Thank you.
Oh, wait, you brought food, right?
Yes, sir.
Now,
We
people
got
in Radio Land won't be able to see this, but what did you bring, Jackson?
cinnamon roll right here.
Oh, my God.
So that
And
over
these
there.
are
Cinnamon roll. Oh, my God.
two most commonly ordered cold sandwiches. We wanted to bring something that.
Matt, we are not going to share with anybody, right?
That one says it.
So what kind of sandwiches here?
This is an angry Italian, which is
Uh-oh, angry Italian. Who's angry over there today?
Open
And
that.
you don't have to open it up right now.
I
What's
got
in? What's this?
and this is called the Bender. Shout out to the Bender family. They've been
Yeah, the
in
Bender
Lebanon forever.
family. Talk about a big family.
Yeah.
Lebanon.
So this is a turkey topped with bacon and chipotle mayo.
Oh my God. We would open it up right now. I'm sure. I mean, just they look amazing. You want to open it and get a quick look?
Yeah, sure.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
All
Then we'll
right.
just might as well. It's very. I know people in Radio Land are making you really hungry. You got to go to Jack's Market on the Green to try what's it called? The Angry what?
The angry Italian.
That's it on the menu now.
Yep.
Yes, sir.
Oh my God, that doesn't look angry to me. it looks very.
Got that right there.
Oh my God. All right, we'll take a quick look at this one.
Yes, sir.
And we do have Art down the hole. Probably he'll want to have a. We'll give Art a half of this. Oh my goodness gracious.
Got it.
So we're running a little over. You got Ernie in the neighborhood coming up in a few here. We gotta get this on video
Get this
here.
out the way. You got it.
So this is kind of the stuff you can get at. Some of the stuff you can get at Jack's Market on the Green in Lebanon. Not Lebanon, Lebanon. I can't stand when people say Lebanon. Oh my God.
Oh no.
Now this is the. That's the Italian. I mean,
This is the Bender.
I mean the Bender. The
Yes.
Benders. So those are mainstays. You guys have mainstays on the menu.
Yeah, we have specialty sandwiches there, and then we kind of do it Subway style. So you could also like order whatever the hell you want to it.
And there's one new name every day.
And then we have run daily specials every
And you
day.
have that's where you got to come up with a different
Yep.
name, right? 4J's or Keith C. Rice. God, if I ever make the menu, it'll be the first time I ever made a menu. Oh my God, I'll be up there. It'll be fantastic. I gotta, let me know if you guys ever do that.
Yeah,
I'm
definitely.
blushing now, but go with the 4J's.
4J's.
I love the 4J's.
Tomorrow special.
The
4J's.
4J's. I
We'll have
better
to
take
figure
a
it out.
picture and send it to me.
I
All
will.
right, we gotta get going here. Thank you,
Awesome.
Jacob.
Thank you,
Jackson,
Dave.
thank you so
Thanks for
much. Of
having
course,
us.
thanks for the food and everything.
sir.
Oh my God! All right, we got to get going here. Thank you to Liberty Bank, Be Community Kind, J. Matt Rupar. Thank you for being so kind and run the controls and Tripoli Pro Clean Services, and that'll do it for episode 96 of Hometown Threads on WILI. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. And in the words of the great Roddy McCumber, who I'm sure has eaten at Jack's Market on the Green.
Bye for now, folks. Bye for now.
And that concludes another edition of Hometown Threads. Got a story for Keith? Reach out to him on Facebook by searching Keith C. Rice or email him at krice@hallradio.net. Don't forget to tune in next week on 14 WILI and 95.3 FM, as well as the Willimantic Today page on Facebook.